Okay, Mary, let me see if I can run through this pretty quick for you. I don't know if I can. Let me start with the brother one. The where's your brother? The reason why I asked that was because you just come up with all kinds of stuff that wasn't true, like leaving home and to live in a car, a truck, or a Jeep or something that you didn't even have because your grandma didn't let you drive anything home that she had, and that would have left her without a vehicle. When you moved out, you could have took your brother because you were staying with your grandmother who lived in the very big house. Remember the one on Barnwell, which I can prove, easily, and I will. I'll put it out there. All right. Let me go back. Let's see. You were born in '85, and you know what? When your little brother died, let me just say this real quick because I'm gonna get scattered because you just go way ahead of me. When he died, he was taken, and they put him in the state care. You could have went and got him then because you were grown, but you didn't. You didn't bother. In fact, I don't think you knew where he was. You didn't care. You never cared. And so the check you say that your mom just had to have, the check was going there, not to anybody. Okay, nobody got a check. Now you would have if you'd have went and took care of your brother, but you thought you had the good old nest egg, didn't you? And let me tell you something. You left her. You say you lived in that Barnwell house in 2002, 2003. You graduated. So if you were 17 in 2002, you were 18 in 2003. Why didn't you get your brother? There was plenty of room in that house. And I'm sure if you just said your grandmother loved you so much, she put that property in your name when you got married in 2004. And so why would I not think that you could have enough sense to put it back in your name when I told you to figure it out, right? That's what you said. You did that once, you know how to do it again. Apparently you lied about something. I don't know which one. Why don't you tell us? And let me tell you another thing. Your father died in 2006. You and your husband had split up a month prior. Let's see, your dad died in July, and he left you sometime in August of 2006. You were only with him not really quite 2 years. Not the 5 or whatever you lie about and say. You can't even bother to tell the truth, can you? Why didn't you go get your brother then? You loved him so much. You didn't love anybody, Mary. You never have. The whole thing about the credit card, that, you like to say, well, my grandmother said this. Well, let me ask you this then. Guess who told me about the card? That was your grandmother. So you can't have it both ways, all right? You can't have it both ways. And you told me today, or whenever I seen it today, when you were bragging about having a credit card with your name on it that your grandmother paid for when your father died. I knew about that too. And that's what you did use. But a purchase that big, you would not being the actual card holder. You were just a name on it. They had to call her. And she said, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and let you do it. But she was really upset about it. You knew better. Or she told me, I can't recall, if you used your card or if you took her card. But the way she put it to me, her card, you took her card. So I'm not sure about that one. And I can't say because she's gone and I can't ask her. So it's a shame too, wouldn't it? So anyway, that should take that you paid for the entire funeral. I never said no head. I didn't say anything about the headstone. I don't know if you paid for that or not. You probably did. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who paid for it. And then you told everybody you weren't even a part of that funeral. Well, I still have where you had wrote that sweet little message to your father, which I'll put that out there too here shortly. I'm busy right now, but I'll get it when I go upstairs. I don't know what else to cover here. The property. Oh, the property. Let me just tell you what happened. Since I got the papers upstairs too, I could more than happy dig them out again when I get a minute and put them out there for your new supporters to read. And these are not mine. These are legal papers. I mean, everything I say or put out there is definite proof. Will hold up in court. It has held up in court. It'll hold up again. The property. Let me see if I can tell you this. The property was sold on the courthouse steps for non-property taxes. All right. The taxes had not been paid, even though you had $10,000 and they were current. The only ones due was for my mom died in November of 2015. The taxes were due for the 2015 year, okay? And then the 2016 you never paid. You never paid nothing. You took that 10 grand, you blew it. You just blew it. The kindness of our heart, no, that's just something we just always knew. The property had no emotion, no attachment to us. You were the one that was with your grandmother all the time, so you were the one. We thought that that would be the decent thing to do for the. Mom did love you a whole lot, and it didn't end until right before she died. Not well, probably right, not even with the murder. Her she didn't get really afraid of you until, I guess, the murder kind of did it, and then it got progressively worse because you got progressively worse, which you said so today, how you are. You ask for, you demand money, and if you don't get it today, you'll just do it. You'll keep on until you get it. That's what you do. That's how you do it. Now people can see what I'm talking about. Except you would get up, well, you'd have a little fit like you've showed people. You're really good about showing people how you are and how you act. So I don't really got to say much more about that. The evidence is there. But I'm going to tell you something. Keep on with me, Mary, because I can prove everything. I mean, I can't. No, if you really want me to go and contact that funeral home and see what I can find out if they hold records that long, I can. Because I know what I know. And if that's the only thing I don't have a receipt for, I'm okay with that. Because I do have receipts. And I'm just not going to sit around and make up stuff. I don't have time to make up stuff. I don't have time for any of this. But you know what? You just get under my skin a little bit. So you know what? We're going to play. But I tell you what, since you think I'm just, you just thought it was just so clever that the people that I care about have passed away. Well, you know what? I'm going to start caring about you. In fact, I'm going to care about you so much that it just hurts. It's going to hurt so much. I'm going to love you to pieces if that's the case. So be careful what you say, Mary, because you never know what you might get. You know what I mean? Just really be careful, because I'll just love you to pieces, because you are a cold, calculating, manipulated little piece of garbage. That's all you are. You're a bum. You know what? And that's what I want to stop. And you know what? If it gets to the point where I can't take it no more, suing you for money is ridiculous because you ain't got none. And Lord, if you did, I wouldn't want it. Just like we couldn't take nothing out of the condo. None of us wanted anything out of there because you'd done pissed on it or bled on it, shit on it, and did everything else on it. So Lord knows, the condition. It's just awful what you do and destroy. And you say you got left with nothing. Bull crap. And I can show that too. I got receipts for that. You were left in a condo with everything. Now you're the one that just, you sold some stuff, but you were the one that walked away from that. No one else did. Now the condo itself, you didn't have a right to. We left you there in it, and after a year, you could have done what you wanted, because basically that's abandonment. We abandoned it. So quit, come on. Just stop. Just shut your damn mouth about me, about AP, about everybody. Just shut up. I saw how you were backpedaling with the hat man. You got a little nervous there, didn't you? Why'd you get so nervous, Mary? Because you know he ain't playing with you. And you know when people are hurt from a loss, that's just a bad time. And that's what you do to me. But you're not, I don't have that physical strength like they do. And you think you can just keep on because you think you know how far I'll go. Well, you don't know nothing. You know nothing. Because you don't know. You just don't know, because you've never cared about nothing in your life. And there's no one left here for me to protect. No, well, one other person there for me to protect, and I'll continue to protect her until, it's time. And then there'll be some more truth for you, because that's the only reason I haven't said a whole lot, is because I don't want you getting people to go and hurt her. So just take your evilness, and I'll go back and review this and see what I missed. I was trying to talk fast and get through it. And I'll come back around and pick pieces up in a little bit later. Because I'm busy. I'm real busy. You could be busy too if you just get off that big ass of yours and do something. Lord, do you even wash your own clothes? Or do you even wash clothes? You don't even bother, do you? And then you just said today, or whenever, I don't know when you said it, but you said that they bought you a broom and got you a mop. You are that nasty. that damn, they have to bring you a mop and a broom. You couldn't go to the dollar store and buy one yourself. You want to act like you're so helpless, but you're not helpless. Look what you're doing. You're manipulating. And anybody that can't see what you're doing, how your face changes and you get that smirk and how you go from instantly crying, if they don't see through you, it's just really sad for them. I have no pity for them. None. Absolutely none. I'm going to tell you something else, too. Because someone said to me, somebody that you've been using some of the things she said quite often here lately, but she doesn't believe in you no more. Just take that to the bank. You know, she has said some really, really good things, things to me to help me think and to learn and to grow. She tried to do that with you, but you just smacked her around a little bit. You know, you really should listen to the people that comment to you because they really do. They know a hell of a lot more than you do. They know more than I do. You should listen because they really have some good knowledge to share with you, but you don't. And thank goodness I do, because otherwise I just already have went off on you. I would have already hurt your feelings so bad there'd be no tomorrow for you. So you know, fortunately I do listen and I learn. I'll be back.